A rectangular painting is 3/4 yard long and 5/8 yard wide. What is the area of the painting? So let's see what we're dealing with here. We know that we have a rectangular painting. So anytime there's a problem that gives you information about something that's a particular shape, it's a really good idea to actually draw a little picture of this shape for yourself. So we know it's rectangular, and we know that it's a painting. So if you feel like, filling in some information on the painting, you could do this. Maybe there's a sun in the sky, and maybe there's water. It's a little ocean picture. That's obviously not too important, but sometimes it can help just to kind of take the edge off of story problems. So we've got our rectangular painting, and now we're going to label what we know about this rectangular painting. We know that it's 3/4 of a yard long. Okay, so that's 3/4 yard. And we know that it's 5/8 yard wide. So let's go ahead and label that out on this side. So that's 5/8 of a yard. And the problem is asking us to find the area. So this obviously relies on us remembering how you find the area of a rectangle. If you remember the formula for that, the area of a rectangle equals the length times the width. So even though the length and the width happen to be fractions, that doesn't change the formula. To find the area, we want to take the length times the width. So the area is going to equal the length, which we know is 3/4 of a yard, 3/4, times the width, which we know is 5/8. And now we can go ahead and do our multiplication. So A equals, be looking for those common factors, and remember we always have to look for common factors between one numerator and one denominator when we're multiplying. I see the 4 and the 8, and you might be tempted to do some cross-canceling there, but notice they're both in the denominator, so that wouldn't work. So the best we can do here, since there's no common factors, is just multiply straight across. 3 times 5 is 15, and 4 times 8 is 32. Now, because this was a story problem, we want to be sure that we give our answer, and we want to be, in a sentence, we also want to be sure to include the units. This is going to be 1530 seconds of what? So let's, remember, we was asked for the area, so we can come down here and we can say the area is 1530 seconds, okay, 15 over 32. And remember, because this was area is always measured in square units, square feet, square inches, square miles. In this case, because our units were yards, the area is going to be measured in square yards. Always good to write your final answer in a sentence. And so that would be our final answer for the area of our painting.